Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. So, you want to learn how to do an around the world. It may seem intimidating at first, but it's actually a really easy soccer trick that's pretty easy to learn. My name's Zach Napora. I've been playing soccer since I was 3 years old, and currently I'm the goal and assist point leader for varsity soccer. In this video, I'm going to show you easy steps so you can learn how to do an around the world. To learn how to do this trick, you don't really need much in the way of materials. Of course, you need a soccer ball, and I use soccer cleats just because it adds a little bit more grip to the ball, but you don't need that. It's not necessary. The first step in learning this trick is learning how to juggle. Not juggle like throw the ball up in the air and catch it, but juggling as in kicking the ball up in the air repeatedly with your feet. So the first step in learning how to juggle is just dropping the ball with your hands and kicking it back and catching it. Now you can do this with your left foot or your right foot. As you get good at that, you can progress it by going more and more juggles with your feet without catching it. Like that. Now you can also alternate. This will be important later. Like that. Once you get good at that, you can start with the ball at your feet. Now the important part of this is rolling it with your foot and then flicking it up. Trying to get as much momentum with the roll as you can so it'll be easier to pick it up, like this. You can also do it with your right foot. The third step in learning how to juggle is taking the roll and then just juggling. So start at your feet and then just keep juggling. It's all about progression, so once you get comfortable with that, you can move on to something a little harder. Juggling with your toe. Now most of the time when people start out, they juggle with the top of their foot and they kick it back like that, which is good for learning how to control the ball, but for juggling you really want to keep it lower, about knee height, and juggle with your toe like this. You don't want to put spin on it. A lot of people when they start juggling, they'll put a lot of spin on the ball because that's just easier when you start out, but to juggle really well, you want to put as little spin as possible. Like that, instead of like that. You don't want that. That'll make it harder to do the around the world. Just like learning how to juggle, the around the world is all about progression. The first step in learning how to do an around the world is just dropping with your hands and putting spin on it and then catching it with your hand. Don't worry about traveling around the ball with your foot and catching at the end and flicking it back up. Just put spin on it and catch it with your hands like this. The next step in learning how to do an around the world is dropping with your hands, putting spin on it, and this time catching it with your foot while going around the ball. Remember to keep your foot on the ball for the longest time possible to give you the best chance to kick it at the end. Like that. The final step to learning how to do an around the world is starting the ball on the ground, putting spin on it, and catching it at the end. Now that you've learned how to juggle and do the around the world, it's time to put those two things together. Start the ball on the ground, flip it up by rolling it, and then start juggling. Remember to juggle alternately and with your toe instead of the top of your foot so that you don't have very much backspin. When you feel ready, attempt to do the around the world. Like that. In this video, I demonstrated how to do an around the world. The around the world is a great trick to not only show off to your friends, but also help to make you a better soccer player. By learning how to juggle and put spin on the ball, it really helps your control and it'll help you on the field. So if you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer skills.